No Man's Sky has provided yet another opportunity for absurd clickbait. Sorry about that. We're going to be so screwed when the hype train stops. Here's the skinny. A Reddit user by the name of DayMeUn paid an obscene amount of money for an early copy of the game. Since then, he's been writing about his experience with the game in the No Man's Sky subreddit. He's praised the game's audio, its exploration, aspects of its combat, but he's also criticised it for being shallow and unbalanced. And now Sean Murray joins us to refute these claims. He doesn't. He's very tired. DayMeUn has noted many immersion-breaking bugs, such as giant sea creatures spawning in shallow water, although that just sounds funny to me. Crucially, he's also mentioned that he reached the centre of the galaxy in about 30 hours. Now, this is significant because Hello Games' Sean Murray has said in interviews that reaching the centre of the galaxy is an endgame of sorts, a goal that he estimated would take a determined player between 40 and 100 hours, and that's if they focused on the goal and little else. So, people were understandably perturbed when this other guy claimed to have done it in 30, and also, like the proverbial son of the man who followed the van, claimed to have been dilly-dallying along the way. Some were even angry. Some accused Sean Murray of shenanigans when he urged people to avoid spoilers and discover the game for themselves. People getting it fucking, wah, he's just covering up the truth.
What if he is?
Well, he's not, or is he?
How do you know that?
He just doesn't want people to ruin the game for themselves. It's legit.
Oh.
It's a little sad that No Man's Sky is embroiled in yet another PR crisis on the eve of its release. Although it's not that surprising, considering how the pre-release hype has endlessly captivated both its proponents and its detractors. Whether or not this DayMeUn guy is legit, and he certainly seems to be, this is the experience of one person. There's no need to assume the sky is falling based on one person's experience. A person who, let's not forget, is happy to have paid 10 times the RRP to essentially be a beta tester. And you can bet your life that the Hello Games team are taking his feedback into account as they squash bugs for the day one patch. No Man's Sky's shelf life will vary wildly from person to person. There are people out there who spend hundreds of hours in Elder Scrolls games without ever starting a quest. If exploration is your bag, finding secrets, discovering strange creatures, or even just marveling at the mathematical possibilities within, you could hypothetically play it forever. Games without end only come to an end when you want them to. So obviously it's not remotely true that No Man's Sky is only 30 hours long. And let's face it, even if it was, 30 hours is a long time to be doing anything that isn't, you know, your fucking job. And please, for the love of piss, can we make it to No Man's Sky's release without any more controversies? I'm genuinely worried about the people at Hello Games, their self-esteem, their sanity, their beards. Feeling embattled all the time is an emotional drain that can really ruin people. I hope they all get a good rest soon, regardless of how the game turns out. Christ knows they deserve it. I think it's time to let go of what we think the game is, or should be, and just get ready to experience the game for what it actually is. And give a sigh of relief as this particular hype train finally comes into port. And stop mixing metaphors. Also, don't be rude to bus drivers, and give money to charity if you can afford it. Go for regular walks, eat fruits and vegetables, get plenty of sleep, don't be afraid to chase your dreams. If there's someone you fancy, tell them. The worst they can do is say no. Yeah, and also make sure you've got your travel card out before you get to the barrier, because that carry-on just fucking wastes everybody's time. And remember to phone your grandparents as well, because like when they're dead, you'll feel really bad if you...
Jim!
Sorry, I'm shit at ending.
Yeah, I know.